Right, here we are with the RC R 990, and we're going to have a look now at what this thing can really do out on the road. For the most important settings, I've put it into track mode for now, so that gives us a fairly direct throttle response. We've switched the anti-wheelie control off. Traction control is on level 1, so the absolute minimum intervention. And we don't need launch control because we're starting off fairly gently anyway, right? I'd say everything is ready. The road looks relatively clear, nothing coming from the left. So let's see what this thing can do. We've got a really good stretch of road ahead of us here. There is a bit of traffic, so we'll have to keep an eye on anything coming the other way. But let's take a look. Oh yes, that engine has proper punch from low down. Lovely, very nice. The bike feels pretty stable in the corner. Yes, that works well, and braking into it with the Supermoto ABS, that feels great. It tips in nicely from left to right, and there's good feel from the front tire, which is really important through this section. Oh, we've already got a bit of oncoming traffic there. Right, yes, tight right-hander, plenty of feel from the front tire is important here as well. The front brake could be a little more aggressive. The engine works brilliantly, so up to second gear it really has plenty of punch, and it lifts the front wheel nicely too. Traction control barely gets in the way. We've got it set to 1. It works brilliantly like that. You don't even need to switch it off completely. It's really easy to ride. The suspension feels nicely rounded, very composed, hardly any movement in it. Yes, and just like that, we're here. Let's turn around again and ride the route back the other way. We had very little traffic there, so we shouldn't really get held up now. We'll do the whole thing again on the way back. What a great surface. Yes, and the engine really does have good punch at around 4,000 revolutions per minute. It pulls seriously hard from there. For tight roads like the ones we've got here, it's actually really good. I'm not missing any engine power here at all. It does the job beautifully. Yes, third gear still pushes forward nicely too. And in first, yes, nicely drifting it in. Lovely. Always stay in our lane. That's really important here. Yes, and there we can see why. Very nice. Oncoming traffic. Yes, really good feel at the limit. The stability of this bike is genuinely excellent for its class. That's really important when it comes to feeling the limit, especially through the front tire. So you really have to say it's actually a very good combination of handling and stability on this bike. Pair that with the lively engine, and when you look at it now, we're at 2,000 revolutions per minute. I just open the throttle and the front comes straight up. So exactly how you'd want it, punch right from the bottom. That's exactly what you need for riding on the road. It pulls really well from low down. No, I have to say it makes a very good impression. If we were to fit a tire here that gives you a bit more grip, you could really start carrying some proper lean angles through these corners, always with a certain amount of caution on the road, of course. Yes, there. Lovely. We'll have a look going right as well. Engine picks up nicely. Yes, and braking into it. Lovely, it works well and you can control it nicely even when turning in on the angle. Then it really gets going, very easy to control through the corner. As I said, the front brake could have a bit more bite. You need a bit more hand force there, especially when it's cold. Once it's been warmed up a little, it's okay. But right at the beginning, it's almost a little bit lacking. Yes, I have to say track mode is excellent. Even with that throttle response, it's still easy to modulate. Even when it then lifts onto the rear wheel, it works really well. Even so, you don't need the traction control all that much, but there's still a certain safety margin and a bit of backup there. It actually works pretty well. It probably wouldn't be a problem either if you went up to level 2 or 3. We still have that option. Then you've got even more margin for those who really want to stay completely on the safe side. Yes, as I said, we've deactivated the rear ABS. You saw that. That means you can initiate the drift very nicely into the corner or before the corner. That works brilliantly. We can also adjust the suspension in principle. But at the moment, it's already more on the sporty side anyway, especially for the road. You don't really need to tweak much there. It's precise enough. And yes, the basic geometry of the bike, I have to say, I really, really like it because it combines agility and stability very well. With the parallel twin-cylinder engine, we've also got a very slim motorcycle. That means it's genuinely easy to maneuver through the corners. Yes, I think that was pretty good. I hope you had a bit of fun riding along with me there for a few meters. And yes, with that, see you next time. Bye bye.